नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रष्टाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रष्टाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजन सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वरग परमः कृष्णग सच्चिदानंद विग्रहग अनादिरादिर् गोविंदग सर्वकारण कारणम्। ओम तत्सत्। Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge by which we can directly perceive ourselves, Pratyaksha Vagamam Dharmam. By Krishna's causeless mercy, now we are successfully studying in the 12th chapter, that is Bhakti Yoga, devotional service, and we are going to finish the 12th chapter today, which has only 20 verses, 20 slokas. We are understanding very clearly what are the qualities which we need to acquire, which will make Krishna to be very close with us. And how we can do that? Simply by studying this Bhagavad Gita, that is going to happen. This knowledge of Bhagavad Gita is teaching us that we are eternal. Anyone who thinks that the soul can be killed or the soul is the killer, the soul is the killer or the soul can be killed, both of them are not in knowledge, because the soul can never be killed or it cannot kill. That's what Krishna is teaching us. So, hantaram anyate. Yenam veti hantaram, yaschainam manyate hatam. Hantaram hatam. Anyone who thinks that the soul is the killer or the soul can be killed, Ubhautav na vijanito nayam hanti na hanyate. Both of them, they don't know, they don't understand that the soul cannot kill or the soul cannot be killed. So we are that soul. And we are eternal. Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. So no one can destroy us. Avinasitu tadviddiyena sarvam idam tatam vinasam abhyayasyascha nakaschiti kattumargasi. You understand that the soul is indestructible. Avinasitu tadviddhi. Yena sarvam idam tatam. So the one which pervades this entire body, it cannot be killed at any point of time. That's what Krishna is teaching. Antavanta ime deha nityasyota saririna. So this deha will come to an end. Whereas the one who has this deha, that is the saririnaga, that is the soul, it is eternal. It will never come to an end. Nityasyoktaga sariraga. Nityasyokta sariraga. Anasino aprameyasya. So it is anasino. It is indestructible. So it is immeasurable. That is our self, the soul. But our natural constitutional position is to be happy all the time. Just because of ignorance, not having the knowledge that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, not understanding that we are Jivatma and Krishna is Paramatma, we are the soul and Krishna is the super soul, and not able to connect ourselves with Krishna, we are always suffering in this material way. So now we are getting the knowledge. From this Bhagavad Gita, we are getting all the knowledge what we need. By making use of this knowledge, we can simply submit ourselves to Krishna. First of all, we can understand without any doubt, without any question, with no confusion. We can understand and accept that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Before understanding this Bhagavad Gita, we may not know that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. But once we understand this Bhagavad Gita fully, completely, then we will understand, we know very well that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. He is the Purushottama. He is the Paramatma. So we need to surrender unto Krishna in all respects. Sarva bhavena bharata. That's what is very important. Tameva saranam gacha sarva bhavena bharata. So we need to surrender unto him in all respects. That means no other demands, no reservation, nothing. That's what is called full surrender, complete surrendering unto Krishna. Once we surrender unto Krishna, then Krishna is everything for us. Then our mind should not think about anything. Our mind should focus only on Krishna. That's very important. That means we need to, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we should practice. We need to elevate ourselves. With the help of mind, one should not degrade. One should elevate. Uddharet. Atmanatmanam natmanam avasadiyat. That's what Krishna says. Atmaivige atmano bandhur atmaiva ripuratman. The mind is the friend to the Atma as well as enemy. Atmaivage atmano bandhur atmaiva ripuratman. So, when we have this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, then we know that we have to make our mind as our best friend. We don't want to leave our mind. Because if we leave our mind, then we are going to be in trouble. We don't want to let our mind uncontrolled. If that happens, that's what is the reality right now, then we are in big danger. We are in big problem, big trouble in this material world. If our mind is not able to focus on Krishna, if it is going after everything else in this material world, then we are going to suffer, struggle because of not able to make our mind as our best friend. So Bhagavad Gita is teaching us the techniques, the process. Bhagavad Gita, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we know that we need to gain very sharp intelligence. Because with intelligence only, when we act with intelligence, when we do all our activities with intelligence, so that means without having any attachment to the results, that means attached only to Krishna. So then only we can control our mind. Then only we can make our mind as our best friend. Because if we have the intelligence, then only we can gain the determination to control the mind. The determination, the detachment, determination, everything comes only if we have the intelligence. So that intelligence Krishna is giving us in this Bhagavad Gita. by getting this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we are gaining intelligence, we are understanding Krishna is the Supreme Lord, and we have no questions about Krishna's supremacy. And then we are able to do things, everything for Krishna. We are able to surrender everything unto Krishna. So that is becoming very easy for us with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So Arjuna was not able to decide whether to win or to lose. So he was not even able to fight. He clearly told Krishna that Nachaitat vidmaga kataranno gariyo. I don't know what is good for me. Nachaitat vidmaga kataranno gariyo. Yadva jayema yadivana jayeyu. So whether to win or to lose, I don't know. Yadva jayema yadiva na jayeyu. Na jayeyu means whether to not win, whether to win or not win. That means whether to win or to lose. I don't know which is good for me. Nachaitat vidmaka kataran no gariyu. Then with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna understood that it is good for him to listen to Krishna. That's what is good for him. Similarly, all of us in this material world, we don't know what is good for us. Without the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we think that doing that is good for me, or doing this is good for me. It will be nice if I can do that, or I can do this. Like that only we think all the time. But with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we understand very well that doing everything for Krishna is good for us. Surrendering everything unto Krishna is good for us. That's what is known as acting with intelligence. Buddhya yukto jahatiga ube sukruta duskriti. So, if we act with intelligence, in this life itself we will be freed from all the reactions, both good and bad reactions, completely. We will be freed. We won't be affected by any of our actions if we just do everything for Krishna. So, that secret Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita, that it is good for us only to listen to Krishna, only to follow Krishna's instructions. That is the only way we can bring any goodness to ourselves. Otherwise, everything is going to bind us to this material world. Yajnatat karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhana. Everything is going to bind us. Karma bandhana. It's going to bind us to this material world. Tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sangha samacha. So you act in such a way that you can get liberation from this material world, liberation from everything. So for that reason, we need to act. Tadartham karma kaunteya. So we need to do everything as yajnartha. So that's what tadartha. Tadartha means yajnartha. We have to do everything as yajna. So we need to do everything as an offering unto Krishna. Because he is the enjoyer of all yajnas. Bhoktaram yajna tapasam. That's what Krishna says. I am the enjoyer of all yajnas. Bhoktaram yajna. So that's why we need to perform all the activities for Krishna's enjoyment. Because Krishna is the enjoyer of all yajnas. Bhoktaram yajna tapasam. So we need to do everything for Krishna's enjoyment. Ahamgi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhurevacha. I am the bhokta and the Prabhu, I am the enjoyer and the master of all yajnas. So that means yajnartha means it is Krishnartha. So it is for Krishna. It is for the satisfaction of Krishna. So that's the way we need to do all our actions, all our activities. So then we are not going to be bound. Otherwise, we will be bound. Anyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaga. Anyatra. Everything else is going to bind us to this material realm. That's why tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sangha samacha. So with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we are understanding very well that we need to do everything for Krishna. And also we are developing that attachment to Krishna with the knowledge of this Bhagavad Gita. That's automatically happening. So simply By getting this knowledge, by knowing this Bhagavad Gita, by understanding about Krishna, we are able to surrender unto Krishna. We are able to do everything for Krishna. It's simply happening because this knowledge is doing all the magic. This Bhagavad Gita knowledge, it is doing all the magic. Because it's making everything very clear that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. We're not getting any doubts. We understand, we are able to accept without any question that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. I'm emphasizing that very important fact again and again. That just by with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita only we can understand. Then we will not commit any sins. Nothing is going to bind us to this material world. This knowledge is going to help us to keep us away from this material actions, material attachments. Because we are able to slash, we are able to destroy the doubts. That's why with the weapon of knowledge, jnana sastram, jnanasinam, chitvainam samsayam means we are able to destroy all our doubts with the weapon of this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. That's what is happening with us. Then things are becoming very clear. Our goal, our future, everything is, we are able to understand what we should do. Our future is also very clear. We know what to do. We know what is our goal. We are able to plan, not only in this life, we are even able to plan our next life also. What body we are going to get in our next life, that also we are able to plan with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. It's definitely happening. By Krishna's causeless mercy, with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, now we are able to understand that simply by remembering Krishna at the time of death, we'll simply go to Goloka. We'll easily go to Goloka. That's it. So we need to do only that. We need to think only about Krishna all the time. That we are supposed to do, and which we are doing it by Krishna's causeless mercy. Krishna is giving us enough opportunities to please him again and again. Krishna is not going to leave us at all. He's always with us, of course. He's not leaving anyone at any point of time. But once he understands very clearly, he knows, of course, he is the knower of everything. And he knows that we are his devotees and we love him so much. He understands. And then he is able to take care of us very well. That's why Krishna said that Samogam Sarvabhutesu Name Dveshu Asti Na Priyaga, but Ye Bhajanti Tu Mam Bhaktya Mayite Tesu Chapyaham. But anyone who renders devotional service unto me with the devotion, they live in me, I live in them. That's what Krishna says. So he considers us very special. Even though he's equal to everyone, the devotees are very special to him because only by devotion we can attain Krishna. Only by devotion we can actually know Krishna. We can see Krishna. We can know everything about Krishna. Not by any other means. We already studied in the 11th chapter. Nagam Vede, Natapasa, Nadani, Nachakriyabi, Ugraidi. All these things are not going to help us to see Krishna. Only with love. Only with love, unalloyed, unconditional devotion, love. By that only we can see Krishna, we can know Krishna, we can enter into Krishna's nature. We can go to Jnatum Drashtum Cha Tatvena Praveshtum Cha Parantapam. We will be able to pravesh, we will be able to enter into Krishna's abode only when we have full devotion on Krishna, that love on Krishna. Because we have so much faith on Krishna, we are slowly and steadily getting there. We are able to understand this Bhagavad Gita very well. We have successfully finished 19 slokas in the 12th chapter. We just have to finish one more sloka today. So that is the 20th sloka to finish 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So, in the sloka number 17, Krishna says, Yo na krishyati na dveshti na sochati na kankshati subha shubha parityagi bhaktimanya same priyaga. One who neither rejoices nor hates, and who neither laments nor desires, and who is free from both auspicious and inauspicious results, who is able to give up the attachments to both auspicious and inauspicious results. So such a devotee, Bhaktiman, so he is very dear to me. Yes, Same Priya. One who neither rejoices nor grieves, who neither laments nor desires, and who renounces both auspicious and inauspicious things, such a devotee is very dear to me. Then in the next two slokas, what we studied in the sloka number 18 and 19, Krishna is giving us even more knowledge. So that's all, like a person who is freed from the modes of nature will achieve these things. Because that's what I mentioned yesterday also in the 14th chapter, the last, when Arjuna asked the question about what are the symptoms of a person who is freed from the modes of nature. So at that time, Krishna is exactly listing the same thing what he's listing here in the 18th and 19th sloka. Samaga satrau cha mitre cha tatha mana apamanayo sitoshna sukha dukkeshu samaga sanga varjitaga tulya ninda stuti mauni santusto yena kenachite aniketaga stiramati bhaktiman me priyo naraha. Samaga satraucha mitrecha, so one is equal to both friends and enemies, and also one is equal in both honor and dishonor, mana apamanayum, and who is also equal in both happiness and distress and heat and cold, sitoshna sukha dukkeshu, and who is free from all attachments, sangha vivarjitaga, tulya ninda sutir mauni, so he is also equal in both praise and blame. There is tulya ninda, sutir, ninda means blame and sutir means praise, who is equal in both praise and blame, and who is very silent and who is satisfied with anything, and aniketaga, who is not caring for the residents, and who has stiramati, who has steady intelligence. So such a devotee is very dear to me. One who is equal to friends and enemies, who is occupies in honor and dishonor, heat and cold, happiness and distress, fame and infamy, who is always free from contaminating association, always silent and satisfied with anything, who doesn't care for any residence, who is fixed in knowledge and who is engaged in devotional service, such a person is very dear to me. Then in the next sloka, last sloka of the 20th sloka, 12th chapter, Krishna is teaching us that ye tu dharmamritam idam yathoktam paryupasate shaddadana matparama bhaktaste ativa me priyaga. So anyone, this dharmamritam, this nectar of religion, this Bhagavad Gita, anyone is able to follow what is said in this Bhagavad Gita. Yathoktam paripasate, one who is engaging himself in everything, what is said here. That's what this is the dharmamritam. This is the dharma. This Bhagavad Gita is the dharmamritam. Idam yathoktam paripasate, with faith, shraddha dana. So shraddha dana means with faith and keeping me as everything. So matparama, keeping me as the Supreme Lord. So such a devotee is very, very dear to me. Bhaktaste ativa me priyagam. That's what Krishna is saying. Those who follow this imperishable path of devotional service and who completely engage themselves with faith, making me the supreme goal, are very, very dear to me. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita today. And now let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swamini Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवा सादि गौर भक्त वृंदम हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 कृष्ण Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Venkatanagarjuna Prabhu. Hare Krishna. SK Garg Prabhu. Venkatanagarjuna Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Thank you Guruji for today class. Hare Krishna Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Thank you Guruji. Dhanyavad Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. SK Garg Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much Guruji
Thank you Prabhu.
for completing this 12th chapter today.
Yes Prabhu.
And explained the things in this chapter very well, and telling us clearly that it's the Supreme Lord whom we should always remember, always pray and do everything for that Krishna. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you very much.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Palaniyappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So today again, in this material world, we are not clear which is good and which is bad. Even Arjuna is not able to. That's a very, very interesting thing to understand. We have to always remember Krishna and follow Krishna. Otherwise, we will be doing all wrong thing only. There is no doubt about it. That's a thing which you made it very, very clear in the starting of the thing. That is a very interesting thing to hear. And then, as usual, the end of the sloka also, last sloka also is very interesting because we have to always remember Krishna and as well as we have to know fully about Bhagavad Gita. That is a very interesting, the last sloka. Thank you. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Interesting session today also. These days we are learning what type of devotees are dearer to Krishna ji. Really, we are enjoying the class. Thank you, Guruji, for the class. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class. Very nice. Very nice Bhakti Yoga.
Yes, Mother. Successfully we finished Bhakti Yoga.
At present also, Krishna is there with us. Always He's helping us, and in the future also He'll be there. And we are not realizing that.
That is correct. That is correct. Krishna
When that
is,
realization will come, we'll know the reality, right, Guruji?
that's what this knowledge. When you get the knowledge, then everything becomes very clear. You will realize. Yes, Mother.
Only through Bhagavad Gita we can get.
That is correct. With this knowledge. Yes, Mother.
True, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Asha Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for nice class.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna is
Really, if we focus towards Krishna's teaching, then it is beneficial for us.
yes,
Then we can liberate ourselves.
ourselves from this material.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you for the beautiful class, Guruji. The end of 12th chapter. And so beautifully you have told that now we have given the intelligence to plan our next life also, not this life.
That is
That
correct.
is such an important thing that
Very
we, yes, how we can understand how that whatever we are doing now, it's more important to know what we will be in our next life also, to plan to go to Goloka. So thank
Materialistic,
you.
We can only plan in this life only, but we can plan
Correct.
next
Correct. So that was so beautiful to listen to, Guruji.
life.
And thank you, Guruji, for every day keeping us on the path towards Goloka. Really happy to walk this path. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Geeta Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
A very wonderful class. Today, 12th chapter is completed. Very happy. I know how is the devotees nearer to Krishna and all explained here. Very nice. Really enjoying the class, Guruji. Thank you. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Ram Ram Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Ram.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Subbalakshmi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare.
Really 12th chapter, very nice Prabhuji. But you are giving path to Goloka ourselves.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you Prabhuji. Wonderful class. Thank you very much. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna,
Mataji.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Hare.
Thank you Prabhuji.
Ravindra Goyal Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare
Dada
Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam Guruji.
Dhanyavad pranam.
It's very nice. Thank you very much for a wonderful class. I don't have any more questions. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
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 Hare Hare.
Ram, Hare Hare. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class. It's
Thank
really
you.
amazing to know more and more. And this 12th chapter is also very connecting, Guruji. It's
Yes, ma'am.
really helping in a lot of ways. So, Guruji, tomorrow is Shivratri. How do we go about like Shivratri? Shiv is expansion of Krishna.
What's your question, Mataji? To follow?
Tomorrow is Shivratri in
Oh,
India.
uh-huh.
Yes. So we
Krishna only
generally,
Shiva. Yes, Mataji.
what, Guruji?
Not Sri Krishna, only Shiva actually. So we need to remember Krishna more. Yes, Mataji.
They are both same. They are on the both same level.
They both same in the sense they are the same person only. They are not two different persons.
Okay.
Krishna is Shiva only. Krishna only came as Shiva. That's what we need to understand. Without knowing that, that means we don't know, we don't have the knowledge. We need to know that Krishna is Lord Shiva.
So even Lord Rama is also Krishna.
Yeah. That is correct. In Bhagavad Gita itself, Krishna says that Ramaga Sastra Pratagam, then Rudranam Sankaras Chasmi. So of the Rudras, I am Sankara, I am Shiva. That's what Krishna says. And in Brahma Samhita also, it's very nicely said that Lord Brahma also says that Krishna and Shiva are the same.
Yes.
Like milk and curd. Krishna is the milk and Shiva is the curd. They both are not different, at the same time they are not same, like that.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you so much. I wanted to clarify this from you, yes, because tomorrow being Shivratri celebrated, so I thought I would ask you very important questions.
Yes,
Guruji.
we should remember Krishna more, and we should always understand that Shiva is Krishna only. If that knowledge is there, then everything is fine, Mother.
Yes, Guruji. So that goes for any deity, Guruji. If you're going unawares to even any temple, we should just see Krishna in that.
So there we can pray to that God, but they also pray to Krishna. But
yes,
Shiva is Krishna himself came as Shiva. That's what we need to understand.
Yes,
For example,
Guru.
if other deities, they are not Krishna himself, Krishna directly. They represent Krishna, but they are not Krishna. But Shiva is Krishna himself.
Okay.
That's what we need to understand.
Yes, Guruji. Very nice, Guruji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much for the class, Guruji. And
Yes,
we have
Prabhu.
successfully completed 12th chapter, Guruji. Very
Yes.
nice. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Lakshmi Sridhar Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu.
By the costless mercy of Krishna, we are studying this. I heard I can able to attend this today's lecture of Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge by which we can directly pursue ourselves. We are in the devotional service chapter. We understand the qualities to acquire to make Krishna closer to us. Simply by studying Bhagavad Gita, it is possible. Krishna teaches us that soul is a eternal thing which can never be killed, nor it is a killer. Body comes to an end, but soul will be eternal, which pervades the entire body. We are always suffering because of lack of this knowledge. Once we understand Bhagavad Gita, we know Krishna is the Supreme Lord. We need to surrender unto Krishna in all respects completely. Our mind should focus only on Krishna. We need to elevate ourselves. With the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we make our mind as our best friend. We can control our mind. If we leave our mind uncontrolled, we will struggle. And Bhagavad Gita helps in this practice. By the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we understand Krishna is the Supreme Lord. When Arjuna was in confusion whether to win or lose in the war, after getting knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna listened to Krishna and succeeded in the war. Doing everything for Krishna is good for us. We act with increased intelligence. Only to follow Krishna's instructions will be good for us to escape from this karma bandhan. Everything we do as an offering to Krishna, Krishna is the enjoyer of all yajnas. We develop attachment with Krishna by the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. We will not commit any sin. All our doubts will be get destroyed. We can plan very well in this life as well as in the next life also with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. We need to remember Krishna all the time. Krishna will never leave us, and devotees are very dear to Krishna. Only by devotion we can know everything about Krishna. We will be able to enter into Krishna's abode. In the 12th chapter, 18th and 19th slokas, it was told that the devotee who is equal to both friend as well as enemy, and who is equal in honor as well as dishonor, heat and cold, happiness and distress, free from all attachments, equal in praise and blame, and a mauni, always satisfied, not going after material benefits, and who is very intelligent, engaged in the devotional service of Krishna, is very dear to Krishna. And today's last sloka, 12th chapter, 20th sloka, Krishna is telling, those who honor and follow this nectar of religion with faith and keeping me as everything and always devoting their service to me, such a devotee is very close and very extremely dear to me. Thank you very much, Guruji. Successfully we have completed 12th chapter. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you very much for today's class. Andri.
Yes, Prabhu.
It is basically an extension of yesterday class, 12th chapter to 19th sloka. It is again repeated. Again, it has been told in a very strong message that devoting towards Krishna is first foremost prime responsibility for us. So, one Mataji asked a very complicated question. So tomorrow Shivaratri, what to do, what and what not to do, and all. Basically, Krishna is Paramatma. So all Atmic soul controller is Krishna. So under his Chamatkar, Rudran, Shivan, so many other they act upon. So we pray to Shiva. Ultimately, it goes to Krishna in a different manner. So any bodily cure, any kind of disease, any kind of wealth or prosperity, prosperous life a person needs, Shiva is going to give with complete, happily, whoever comes towards him. So here in Bhagavad Gita, nothing is going towards body. So whatever you get for your happiness of your body, materialistic gain, it doesn't going to help the soul which is already immersed with the Krishna. So we have to understand this point very specifically. See, the Atma, it never died, soul never died. Therefore, it goes continuously based on the karma. So once you give 100% surrenderness towards Krishna, so you will not take a rebirth, your soul will get into Krishna mode. It get immersed. Like one drop of water ultimately goes into the ocean. The same way, all our bhakti and all our karma will go towards Krishna. Ultimately, that is the ocean. It get mixed. Our soul will get mixed with the Paramatma soul. So that is what Bhagavad Gita is teaching about. Thank you very much for today's class. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's teaching.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.